Good day, everyone. Welcome to my presentation. This is History 112, and my project will be on the dangers of a single story. Just started by saying, I would say this semester, just by learning about this class, I have come to learn about how we as humans can be different in other cultures. Like, for example, we can come from Africa, Florida, or New York, and we can get a different experience by seeing others as not being in the same cultures as others. I have learned that we might misjudge one another due to where they come from. The thing I learned to solving this issue is to maybe do some research on that specific culture or place so we don't stereotype other people just because they are not from our group. I also learned during this class just by reading other single stories that they might experience these things due to their looks and how they use language. And this is why people are misunderstood because how they approach others. We go through not having equality in that person because we can't recognize them. I would say just by reading other stories, I have learned that we struggle on how to be clear to each other. Um, this question it says, "Why did you learn from this? What did you learn from this single story project? How are you different, and what do you now do differently?" It just by doing the reading on the danger of a single story, I have came across many things. That the first one I would start by saying is how we see others. For example, from Adichie's story when she described how we are being stereotyped as people and how we would carry ourselves. Our story, Adichie pointed out that we can sometimes see others who might not understand why we come from a different family, who might not be the same as that person. They would, sometimes will ask questions to try to understand why we act differently, or they might stereotype that country because that is something that somebody else said. I believe that this has helped me to realize that we have sometimes think about what we say about others. This is how the story would be to unfold. And what makes me different is my slang and how I present myself to others. If people misunderstood me as someone from another country, for example, I will help clarify that I'm from LA and not from their country. I would teach them that our differences arise from my cultural background and my use of language. This would help prevent confusion. And the last question was asked. Now that you learned about the single story, how do you think about DEI differently? First one, which is diversity, I would say how would I look at it different by understanding how we can come from a different group. I see this as we as people can be in a different country, or we are different because of our religion. Just if I had a different accent, I could see people just thinking that I'm from another country. This is how I would see diversity. Second one would say equality. I look at this, for example, if I was from a different country and my friend might come from Florida, we are different because we come from other groups and from different perspectives. I will learn that taking from the single story experience, I would treat him as being equal because even though we not from the same country, I'm still going to have equality in that person than just stereotyping him or she. Inclusion about this, I said when I think about this, we might be looked at differently as humans. Clothes or our clothes might not see or look the same. I learned that people sometimes might can't recognize the culture of that person And what I would do in this situation, I would try to explain to them where I'm from and be more understanding of why I am different from them. This is how I will use include. This is the presentation. This is my reference page. And I thank you guys for watching.